Sunflower State, the site of our class today, and it is poetic that today's game carries that moniker as the matchup between these two schools is better known as the Sunflower Showdown. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Jayhawks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kansas State's offense will be first on the attack. The Jayhawks spent basically all of last season being agonizingly close. 6 losses by 1 possession, including yet another one in the Sunflower Showdown against their rival Kansas State, who just continually vexes them. But still, you'd think K-State's on alert today, guys.
Reese, that intro was as long as the field goal that Tennant kicks to go ahead. He kicks a 50.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Nice move to keep running. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
The inside handoff. Oh, what a move. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Kansas and K-State have been battling for well over a century, many times sort of on the fringes of the spotlight, if not completely out of it in college football. But, man, when they grab center stage, you realize just how it breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. On 1st and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. A designed run for the quarterback. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All right, well, they've been trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going play action, see if you can sneak a guy out in the flat for the score.
Man, what a job by this defense. What a response. Not the ideal start, but they come down the field, get a goal line situation, 3rd and goal, and you bow your necks, and you're physical, and you get the big stop, and this crowd is hyped.
No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will get the ball for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Right back to the well. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Thanks to grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Caught near the sticks. It's Henderson. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grab near the marker. It's Henderson. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Got a man. Touchdown, Kansas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now on the option. The pitch. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Johnson wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Bradley. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Finds his big tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It's a reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up 14 over Texas A&M.
Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Quarterback extends the play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Jayhawks have this offense rolling. They'll try the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for once.
Caught close to the marker, it's Henderson. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards in this third.
Touchdown, Rock Chalk! A great catch and run for 6. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson looking to throw. With the catch, it's Bradley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's the pressure. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Quickly complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He's got him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. We saw it on that last play.
Man, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide. Now you're so worried about getting beat deep, and these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Moving away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he moved to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, so much to break down from a spirited start to the Sunflower Showdown between Kansas and K-State. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Whether it's rock chalk or EMAW, these two always deliver. As compelling an in-state rivalry as there is.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I don't think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Got his man on the right. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. New set of downs after the completion. The give is to Williams. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. The Jayhawks are threatening in the red zone. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football and just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Good, right down the boulevard. And Now the lead is even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like...
He's got it for a big play. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll do it himself. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Under fire. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give is to Williams. Breaks into the open. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Touchdown, Mark Jayhawk! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. We got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games. You know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody is expecting him to have a big one today until tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Johnson wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it out past the sticks. It'll be first down for Kansas State.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up.
There he goes. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the
touchdown, Kansas State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now. Trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium. A place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. They're trailing by 11 to Texas A&M. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going. Turning it on! He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. So Kansas fought and clawed and scratched its way to victory in the Sunflower Showdown, and they'll have the Governor's Cup and bragging rights after beating K-State. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.